My man. Sweet. So we're talking about this a little bit before we started the recording, but today we're going to do hand history reviews from the members. But these aren't just any old hand histories. These are hand histories where we didn't make a deep run, where things didn't go well, where we didn't cash or something like that. The sample size is 40 to 80 hands in the tournament. What does that look like? Are we actually playing well? Are we getting unlucky? And I think it's important to spot check ourselves, even in our non-deep runs consistently, to make sure that we're just still playing a strong, consistent game. And if we are getting in the money good and running unlucky, that's fine. That should help our confidence, right? It shouldn't hurt our confidence if we see we're only getting unlucky. And if we find out we're making mistakes in some of these spots when we're deep stacked early, well, hell, we need to work on that spot in our game. So yeah, let's take a look at that. Or for late ragging and whatever the circumstances may be. So we go here. The hero will be Pucks and Poker. No, new report. I can't do a hand report. No, your hand should already be in here.
Yeah, you should go to results.
Yeah, I should go to results and do it this way.
There it is.
And then tournaments, and then here it is. How many hands are we looking at? Oh, it doesn't show us here. 91 hands. Beautiful. All right. And we'll talk about some things we can do while we're looking at a hand history. Some things we should be considering, asking ourselves kind of questions. I'll quiz you guys. We're not going to just sit here and be lazy as shit. I'm gonna quiz you guys on opening ranges, 3-bet ranges, C-bet, things like that. We'll run some spots. We won't go too long on every single spot, but I want to make sure we stay sharp in how we think about these spots. So go here, and we can move this like there or something. All right, cool. Pucks, from how long ago was this? Pucks does not have a mic, but he has a keyboard. So this is from March 3rd. Okay, so this is from a few weeks ago. Not bad. And if anyone else has a hand history that they want to speed run through after this, that's cool. Should be 100%. 2-5 is fine. And first hand we flop top two. Let me see. Molten, you see betting?
No.
Danny Scott. These are just quick yes nos.
I just got here, but yeah.
See betting?
Yeah.
Small?
55.
55%, the cash game. How often, Pucks, do you think we're c-betting out of position here on 9 high? For our range in general. Like 25 to 30%, he says. And I like a check better. I imagine Toe's checking this 100%. Toe, you out there?
Yes.
You're checking this 100%. Right?
Yes.
Yes. I think I would check this almost all the time as well. Versus most unknowns or something like that. I feel like obviously we can run this spot and probably split some EV and shows, but I feel like this is a very, 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 very high frequency check. I like check better. It's probably, it's one of those situations where it's probably not going to tell you it's bad, but I just feel like a lot of our range on this board is going to be pretty unbalanced and miss and want to check. We're going to have a lot of ace highs, king highs. You're just
going to bet and get fold a ton. Like, what are you targeting for value? Jack 10? Right?
Yeah.
Like, there's just not a lot. King 10, queen 10. That's about
6-7. That's two, right? 6-7, 9-10.
Yeah, it's still thin.
I mean, yeah, that
right?
stuff
And
is
9-10
in
you
there,
block.
right? Like, but the thing is, we also get his range to bluff and things. I don't know. We get bluffs. I'm not really too concerned.
You're doing 100 bigs. You're not 100 bigs effective. You're 50 bigs.
Oh, fuck. I looked at my stack. Thank you, sir.
You want to just, you know how to do the copy and paste method for this? So you're not doing this every hand?
Oh, yeah. You know what? I forget because I like to run it and like look, but yeah, I should just do it like this. I always forget that this option.
Go to options. You hand
So
details.
hand details. Where the hell is it at?
You're right, you missed it like 5
Oh
times.
my God.
Just hit that right button. Yeah, there you go. And just,
Yeah.
just upload. Click.
Bro, I stopped doing this like this. I don't know why. And then you can just go to study the spots. We go here to the flop. Oh my God. Checking too much. Beautiful. What's the EV difference? And it's neutral between check. Betting is actually printing slightly more.
Yeah,
We
I
have
was just thinking
9-8. Yeah, I would not
But
be. I am not.
nine high flops. Or I remember looking at one of the
Because they shouldn't have
Flop.
any calling any offsuit
the
nines.
flop. Yeah, I looked at the flop report for this, and if you look at the look at the
Right
spike.
here, like right here, they're not. The rest of these, like universally, we're checking this month like 60%. But at 9 high flops, you can, of course. Yeah, to a little, but at the same time, like it's this interesting theory, and we studied this and talk about it, where the EV difference between every single bet and check spot and most of these spots are going to be just like the same, right? Like the EV is going to be between checking and betting is always going to be neutral, damn near. Everything betting. Sheesh. What's betting 83 the most? Just like your over.
Tens.
Yeah, tens, jacks. So if you're going to use tens and jacks, you're going to use queen, jack. Queen 10 can be in there as well, which is beautiful. Both suit. Heart club. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And this is 100 bigs deep, so Pucks nails it.
50 bigs deep.
50 bigs. This is 50. I keep saying 100. God.
You're just used to being rich.
I had insane. I imagine we always double barrel here, right? Yeah, beautiful. I mean, I would double barrel here 100%. And I really like the bet size. 63%, 55, 63%, 70. Anything over half is really good, I think. Sets up the SPR.
I want to talk about that bet sizing.
What size would you go
I think
here? Would
it's-
you think we go
I would go
fold for an
bigger.
overbet?
I would go 2E because he's 45.
I usually go 9 or something like that here. What is that? 83%?
Like
But
if you go
let's look and
9,
see what the solver does. I'm sorry, go ahead, buddy. Finish your thought.
because if you go 9, there's 30 in the pot and he has 36 left. So it's 125% left,
Yep.
which is fine. But if you go 7, then it needs like
200%.
200%. That's a little bit.
Yeah, I thought the bet sizing was little small. I usually go 9, like looking at it, like 80, I think 83%. Let's see if the solver wants to go 83%. So in the turn we do bet, when we follow through, is it overbet? No, we don't overbet out of position, 83%, right? Well, we do. Yeah, there it is as well. I'm so used to using this 83. But 83 gets the job done, and we really don't use the 55. And that is because Molten makes a great point. It doesn't set up the correct SPR, really, to Jam River. 125 will set up an SPR of a little less than 1. Going 125% on River is fine, right? Very good call, Molten. And that's why I love these groups. We have a lot of great poker minds here. We've all been working on the game for a long time. So if you guys see something, say something. If you have a thought, express it. That's what this group is about. There's spots I'm way better than you guys in, and there's spots and you've seen and you've recently studied that you're better than me at. And that's okay. Go here. So well played. Are we going the right way? Yeah. Molten, you defending? I'm picking on you for a second.
No.
7-5 off.
Still independent.
I think this defends cutoff first button, not lure jack. Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's a fine fold here. I mean, 7-5 would be a defend offsuit 2 gap here, chip EV.
Actually, yeah, you're probably right. 7-5 probably has to defend against everyone.
I think 7-4 is always in there, but
I feel like it is. I want to say that as well, but I don't think I think it's one of those situations that people aren't good at a big blind and you're like playing poorly versus it and already indifferent. It's probably not losing too much EV. Versus RFI, we're in the BB and what was it, low jack open? Think it probably in there. No, 7-5
Or
is
75. Okay, I was right.
okay. Good
Still
shit.
independent.
Look at 7-4. It's not even close. And this is chip EV as well.
it's probably in there more like 60 and less or something.
Yeah, you want to check that? Here, please keep the same
Maybe
parameters. It
40 and
does.
less.
Yeah, this is what I'm used to. It's like 0 here, right? And then you get down to 40. Yeah, it's just never, yeah, you don't get to play this dog shit. And you go play live poker, I swear to God, people defend any two, man. People will not fold in live poker. I found out the last few times I played live. People are showing up with 9-3 off and shit. Cool. Just waste time. So far, so good, pucks. 70, still 100. Well, can't fold. Gutty. Anybody betting?
I might consider it with a club, but not here.
Same. We are getting 5.8 to 1 with the Gutty to the bet in the middle versus for very small. Is this a call? Let me see. Who else is here? B Money. You ever flicking here? Let's do it this way so I can see everybody.
Raising? No, I think we
Not
just,
raising. Would you ever, you think are you peeling here with the gut shot and the pair?
yes. At that for what, 3 bigs?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I would never fold. Good. I'm just checking. Some people you can have the best hand here often enough. And we need 15% equity. My issue with calling is Jack 10 is a bigger straight when we hit it. Ooh. Yes, that too. And sometimes we hit the 6 of clubs. Or it's the 8 of clubs or something, and we have the reverse implied odds as well, which hurts, and we lose a lot of chips in those spots. So, spot I wonder if it's ever even really worth the 3. But the price it feels right at just 15%.
You can always fold to the if the run out is completely dog shit, even if you get there, like you can always fold to some monster bet, right? Like
Of course.
so it's like you might as well just take it because he's just gonna check back so much. When it's when he especially with a hand like that. So you're definitely getting a price against his range.
Yeah, and I do think there's gonna be times he might have like Queen Jack Ace 10 or something like that, right? Some gut shot, some straight draws as well. That he stabs with. The club draw he just stabs with and gives up when calls when unimproved. And there will be times you can just win the pot outright, even unimproved. Still going 2-5 here, huh? This feels a little autopiloted to me. Yeah, I don't give a shit though. Small blinds 80. I don't think he reacts any differently to 2-1 to 2-3 to 2-5 with his range at these stakes. He plays what he's gonna play. You for any whatever size you make it. Now we're getting to the point this 2-5 with this 26. I'm a jam over it. Like, I don't know. I just feel like versus when this guy in the big blind has 26, we start to maybe could think about things a little bit differently outside of our effective stack, and it's gonna have an 80 when there's actually a 26 big there. Skate. See better nah.
Well, We do have 2 overs. We are blocking the straight somewhat, but we don't
Yeah,
have
you're
a
next.
diamond. I would say, see what position we're. I know I would say nay against the big blind. Definitely not.
Okay. Thoughts? We'll run this spot. Confirm. I'm probably always checking as well. Can't fold. And probably need to call, right? Oh, you're taking a walk to go get some food? Gotcha. So much missed. Is this a fold or a call? Blah, 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 blah.
Am I still in the hand or is still on me? Or no, sorry, sorry if I delay because
No, it was yeah, sure. What are you doing here, Skate? Call or fold. Be quick.
okay. I don't see what's the bet.
Big.
Okay, fold.
All right. I think I call. I wonder, I'm blocking diamonds. Yeah, this feels very close. This feels, I feel like I feel like I would call, depending
But
on the opponent a lot. It feels like 0 EV, but man, this feels hard as hell to fold.
yeah, I said fold
one
kind
of
of
the
quickly
better-
there.
This feels like one of the better hands we can have in this spot. Upload hands. I feel like call as well, man. This feels hard as hell to fold, man. I don't know if I can snap fold this. I would be.
I mean, we do have like some pairs, like we have like some sixes. but
Yeah, we don't have a lot exactly. Like, how do we have better hand than this? All right, let's check it here. Let's get BB probably should have some leads, which he doesn't do, which is okay. And our ace 9 without a diamond. Mixing, mostly checking. Look at the difference but when your ass has a diamond. Look at all the diamond combos. You're mostly betting. And if we look at the strategy portion of this, yep. It's 50-50 with those, but the other region is mostly just checking, right? So we check, which is fine. The BB goes and I'm imagining leading a ridiculous amount. Oh, it's 50%. Golly. Dude, he doesn't have a ridiculous amount of just bluffs like nine. Queen nines and shit. All right, so we can never fold. Yeah, he should be using bigger bets. Like, yeah, it's your call, right? Interesting that you start to get indifferent with some of these ace kings between raising and calling instead of being in a position where you to call 2 bets. So the river, here's the fun stuff. He should be blasting almost always. What did he do in game?
we went like 63.
He went 63. Oh man, we're never folding. All right, we're mixing. Yeah, we
Right.
know it. Without a diamond, without a diamond, your ass gets to call a lot more. Having a club, heart, having a heart, club. Yeah, we're calling. Let's see the EV. It's got to be 0.
I mean, right. It's really
Yeah.
opponent dependent, but
Yep.
players on our stakes are usually not bluffing the river, right?
Bullshit.
Don't be.
You check the flop,
don't get into
man.
that. Don't get into the habit
Yeah.
of saying that, man. That's a
Don't
dangerous.
say that's a dangerous thought because one thing I find is I'm probably only folding this like 25% of the time on Iggy, and a guy would have to have really because once you check here, people are going bet bluff. I think personally with their entire range. There's guys going to use their entire range. You understand?
I mean, I
Like
think
once you
there's some
check.
players that do that, but you know, if you look at what Solver's leading on the turn, not only
It's
is it
only
using
50% of range.
but it's also got all the 7 high and 4 high, like that's all in there at a full frequency, and like no one's doing that at the low stakes one.
I don't know, man. I'm indifferent to that thought because some of those hands have no showdown and want to just. I mean, there's passive guys. If the guy's really passive here, right, and we can see it and we have a reasonable sample, great. But if not, even
Yeah,
then it's 0 EV.
You have 200 hands on him, and he's playing 18-11, right? 3. nitty, think you could make
Yeah,
a
I mean, if you have like a reasonable, but I'm just
Brazilian, I'm never folding.
Yeah, I'm just giving ourselves because if you start to build up this nitty ass armor, moving up and then never think your opponents have, you are going to get ran over. There are guys that are fighting to the death for every pot in the 162s. Like I'm not folding in this in a 75K, maybe ever if the guys are even kind of a little bit battly because they're going bet. And it's zero, I'm just like fine. Sometimes you're going to lose some, but a lot of times they're just going to have bluffs. That's just the way I think about these spots. And I don't want you guys to get caught in this process of always folding or calling too much, right? Just got to be poker players. I mean, I couldn't help myself, even though I think we shouldn't be really having the 30 in call range, but yeah, this specific hand, I'm losing this bet too. A lot of you probably are not. Is everybody in here calling? I don't think anybody's holding.
I think we
right?
can fold
Think
into
about
this deep.
You're supposed to, right? Like in a real, like, in
It's tough
theory,
to
it's a
say.
fold.
Fourth in, I'm definitely folding. Third in is close.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like this is a spot I feel like I'm griefing it, but I cannot actually physically hit the fold button. Like I can't. I have a hard time hitting the fold button. We are in the kind of hijack, right? What's the flatting range? No, hero's position. Wait a minute. Hijack, opponent's positions. Yeah, I mean, in real life, you don't have fucking. This is the low jack range. This is our range in the hijack versus MP open and low jack flat, right? Do we get more flats in this? None.
There's flats starting in the cutoff.
How about the cutoff? Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So he's not that
Button?
far off.
Yes.
So
It's this spot.
Yeah, so I just pretend like I'm in the cutoff here.
Me too. Hell yeah, dude. But yeah, on the button
but I
and
actually
stuff like
think
that.
even though it's one position over, it's actually kind of a big deal. Because there's two people in position now that can 3-bet you instead of one.
Then you're not going to be playing in a position like almost ever. How much does it matter that players on the left are gonna squeeze less than GTO would? Probably it matters. That's why, like Danny said, shrug and call.
Well, then with two flatters, like they're not even supposed to play flat, so you can't really worry about the two players behind you. You're never going to call it 3 bets.
Right. So I'm going the wrong way. Hey, now we got the bet size down in a spot where everybody's deeper than the spot before. But it's fine. The good old ace queen. Nobody's folding. Click it back and make it 15, Matt Nickel says. Is this guy aggro? Is ace queen ever a 4-bet at 60? EP, MP versus cutoff.
I think it's too good.
Yeah, I don't really want to turn this one into a bluff.
Hero's position. It's good to always ask ourselves these questions, man. The answer is yes.
Tiny bit.
Oh, it's 30% of the time. And if you have an opponent that looks like this and you feel like they're fucking around and you want to do it, it's great. I like it. I like it, Matt. It's something I need to take into consideration more. I flat these crazy sons of bitches too much, and I think raising could be really good as well. How about at 50, making sure? Pure. Well, damn. That's a big difference. And yeah, that's a big difference. Oh, yeah, you have no small 4-bet range. You only flat or jam.
That's because the 4-bet would be over a third of the stack.
What the hell? What the hell do you mean? This thing bugging again, man. Hold on. Making me log back in. All right, sorry. Let's keep this going. So we flop a gut shot, can't fold. Any check raise. Probably need to call is fine. And there's that beautiful double barrel. Everybody folds. Danny, you out of there?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's out of there. Is this shit still broken? All right, cool. Snap
I know this is
fold.
kind of a joke, but this right here, like what I've seen these past 25 hands, is kind of the reason why I don't play on ACR anymore. Because I could just play the same stakes and global. And it's so much softer.
He's in a battle, right? Like
Yeah.
this is tough. You're playing against people who are gonna be 3-betting, 4-betting. This guy had a really nice squeeze. This guy appropriate 3-bet, C-bet, sizing's good. You're not seeing any punts thus far from the field, right? Up
There he is.
on cue, right
As you say
on
that.
cue. A fucking 2010 is just ripping ace king and we can't fold.
He only raised
Well-
to 55 though. You think he meant to bet 5.5 in this place?
All that happened to me yesterday on ACR. Pissed me off.
And he left one big behind. I don't know. Whoa! Never folded. I'm never folded.
Wait, you're not. I'm always. Well,
He is never doing this with aces and kings. And if he is, well, power to the people. I'm not folding.
You fold 9?
What?
You fold
What
9?
stakes is this? What is this tournament? Let me be clear.
He said he thought it was a 22.
Not folding. I'm actually,
Yeah,
yeah.
this
I
is-
mean, I guess
this
I'm
is-
too rich to care.
If this
I would never.
he's out, I fold. If this is rebuy, you just click it. It's snap rebuy to this stupid play.
Yeah, I'll take the flip.
Because this is
Uh,
like this is like very tens is my bottom here though, because like this is very
Yes.
heavily weighted towards ace king and like nines through jacks. So I think we have a slight range advantage when he does this, because I don't think he ever has. I don't think he ever has aces, kings, or queens.
Nope.
Does have ace, king, and jacks a lot.
Yeah, I've been showing queen too. Sometimes it's your time to die. I'm never folding. I don't think I can ever fold this in anything under 100. Yeah. You can't even run. I mean, you're probably just like break even versus ace kings, ace queens. I don't think he's rarely doing it with nines, but I'll take the flip every single time.
I think it just matters on like how much you think he does this with jacks, queens.
I don't even
Because-
know, and I'm not even thinking that deep. So when you do that, okay, we do our old school range game, right? The range game. And I want
Yes.
we need a bottom.
Yeah, I
We
mean,
need
I
a
think
bottom,
Jacks is no debate a call. It's depending on if tens.
So
have
I
enough
would just
equity.
say in chip EV, my brain goes to, all right, I'm in chip EV. I'm not folding tens in this
Okay, that's
spot.
fair. That's fair.
50% of the field, 25% of the field. Then I can maybe start talking about folding some tens. We are like in no man's land in this thing with 18 levels to go and people are doing dumb shit like that. Fine. Tens is my bottom.
I could
It's
just be active 280, like just too afraid to die.
I'm get me
Seen-
out.
Seen myself. Okay.
Yeah, get me the stack. Get me a mound real
I
quick.
can
and
run
then I
in
know.
high Samizer if you want and give you like
Yeah, sure. I'll
a
give
blind
you
number.
Yeah, I got you, brother. Here, I'm gonna give
Go
you.
back to the hand
I'm
real
gonna
quick.
go
I'll just
back in
screenshot
here.
it.
I can send you the details so you can just copy and paste it in there.
Okay.
I got you. Quick, Bink, and then I'll put it in our chat. Paste it. Done.
Cool.
Keep it going. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would shrug call.
I would always call two for that.
Yeah, like tens is just a bot. That's what my brain just thinks of bottoms and ace queen suited, ace king off, tens plus would be the range. Dude, there is so much 3-betting and 4-betting on ACR.
Oh my
I
God.
don't miss it. It's ridiculous.
Eights is almost three bigs.
Yeah, I mean, nines and chip EV, I can
Nines
see
is
it.
6 bigs.
Okay, we're just nits then. We're just
Put
nits.
it, post it, post it, post this. Wait a minute. Yeah, even nines, dude. Yeah, like what?
What's the
Ace
range
Queen
you
O is a
gave-
tough one, I guess.
Can you show the range you gave Dylan? Because I think this is probably the
This
range.
feels a little bit too loose, doesn't it?
I'm not calling ace jack. Yeah, like this is too wide, I think.
Ace queen suited, and then like ace queen off should be like very zero maybe, and then I would imagine like nines being close as hell, and then tens
To be
plus being
fair, I
profitable.
didn't adjust the range, and it might
Hell
be
yeah,
too
it's-
wide.
Oh my gosh!
So here's the range, the Nash
Oh,
range. I
he's
guess.
sending the range he used.
If I take out like all this stuff,
So fives plus, hells no. Just make it like eights plus, ace queen off plus, king queen suited plus, ace jack suited, ace queen suited plus. I don't even think he jams ace jack. So ace queen suited plus.
Oh, okay.
Um,
If that's the range, then I think tens is in there.
snap.
it's definitely in. Well, it's gonna be in there.
Yeah, I didn't include eights in there.
God,
and I-
So now it's tens plus. Tens is at 3 bigs.
Yep. G.
Here's the adjusted.
What do we say
range.
about punting?
If you're not punting, you're not trying.
35-4-0. Fucking just letting it fly with king queen off. Oh, here's the new range, by the way. What did I say? Ace king. Oh.
Yep.
Too
I mean, that feels good.
This feels good.
All right.
So let's go. Look good. Feel good.
And 10 just
I kind of want to see this hand in GTO wizard because I know there's some flat traps. Because I think I'm pretty sure ace it slots here, and I know there might be a chance that ace king suited traps versus a 3-bet could like
I'm inclined to play
Stack.
aggressive, but
I think ace queen suited flats.
yeah, I don't know. I'm inclined to play pretty aggressive and flat ace queen suited. Get out of here.
just I
But
know
at
my
the same-
default's just a 4-bet, but I mean against aggressive 3-betters, I want to look at this.
God, ACR is just so aggressive. 54%. The BB goes 9. Whatever. Yeah, here's our response. Just
Okay,
rips.
so no flat
AES
trap
ace
aces.
queen.
Oh no. Oh, okay.
Ace king.
I see.
Is he ever supposed to call king queen there? Like, is that a thing? No. See you later.
Okay. Nah, he ain't RTAing. That's good to see.
Okay.
RTA safe. We need an RTA save tag. Nah, you can't get away with shit on ACR. Don't try it. You have to. Nah.
Did he just punt 2 hands in a row?
Yeah, he
I
just
see
gave it
that.
away. Right.
I'm
Here's
kind
the
of want to
thing.
see what he had.
Here's the thing about ACR that I realize, and I'm up a little bit
Oh no, you didn't.
after
Okay, he
being,
just had this considered.
after being down for years on it, is that I actually find it kind of, even though like it's forever with the levels, and variance is higher because it's huge fields. It's actually a little bit easier to play on person to person because like I know people are aggressive and have bluffs as opposed to some unknown on Iggy who I'm in this position where I know it's probably a call, but this dude could have no bluffs in his range.
Oh,
So
that's hard. Yeah.
you know what I mean? But if I know, a lot of them are aggressive and have bluffs. So oh, I have this hand, like he's got bluffs, like this is an easy call. When an Iggy, it could be never a call because the dude is just, completely straightforward.
Trust me, that's the hell I live in every single day. That's where all this gray hair comes from.
Yeah, I also kind of want to look at this spot.
Why is you why you can't have a 0? This ain't the first time you 3-bet, is it? This goes off the charts with the cold call. Yeah, I'm almost feeling like versus we're not under the gun, it's actually just MP, right? Versus low jack. I'm almost flatting, but at the same time, people are squeezing. Let's take a quick look. I mean, I imagine you can mix in the EV for either is going to be okay. Where the hell did it go? There we go. So it is 60 effective. Let's just say 60 effective. And then we are going to be versus RFI, and it is going to be the hero, or we're in a low jack, and versus MP. Mixing. Literally. So you can do whatever you want, pucks. You can now just be like relieved, like I can 3-bet, I can mix, and then it's gonna be kind of contingent upon our opponent and our table. And that's where we become a poker player. Well, 3-bet, C-bet. 3-bet, C-bet. Matt Nickel, yay or nay?
Mix, mostly check.
Mix mostly check. Danny Scott.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, he says. What size?
well, just a quarter on this.
Quarter. That keeps his entire range in there, and I guess we just find barrels on good stuff. This
Yeah, but when,
cold call
like,
looks strong as fuck.
It can be pretty pair heavy whenever he flats in position like that. So I just go a quarter and, just usually quit after that.
Okay. I find this cold call typically weak, he says. Yeah, I mean,
Well, comparatively.
does go the quarter. I don't think we fold out. We don't fold out. I don't think you fold out too much of anything.
I
Yeah.
think the board text, I think the clubs are a huge problem because we don't have a club in our hand.
I guess the benefit of doing this, we don't cap our range. You do this, you have to fucking barrel paint, all paint on turn, I feel like, especially non-club, and be willing to triple it off. Here we go. If you got show your gun, we got to go 60%, 55% something to set up the SPR to jam. So he has 50% in the pot. Maybe we could just go 63% and jam. And GG.
Hmm.
Do we not jam that run out when he calls turn? We're just going broke 100% of the time here. We can't even think about a way.
No,
not
because
to,
he
I don't
has
think.
he has a lot of combos with ace. He has a lot of ace X of club combos, right? So you could have
Ace 10 of clubs,
ace 10 of
jack
clubs, ace jack, ace 2,
even ace queen of clubs. I mean, that's even though
Yeah.
he can have that. So yeah, there's just no, I can't find it out. I imagine I would lose my entire stack as played every single time. Let's run it. Like I can't really fault you for this specific hand, honestly. What am I doing? Options, hand details, copy. Then we go to GTO wizard. Then we X upload. Boom.
You're gonna break it.
It won't run it because
I
of the
know.
cold call.
Yeah. Because he should never have a cold call here. That's right. I'm not doing it. Is Ace King ever in a cold call range from Billing's standpoint to a 3-bet? Would you guys ever cold call Ace King in his spot?
No.
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 No, nah. It's just not a thing. We could just Russia Love is just bad at poker. But let's run it and see if the solver would ever do it. You never know. What was it? It was MP low jack cutoff. Heroes position low jack EP, and you can't even have the fucking cutoff. What if we were in the cutoff? Oh, we have to do versus 3-bet, right? Or is it versus squeeze?
Versus 3.
Heroes position. No, it's versus squeeze. Yeah, we can't even do it. Oh, here it is.
No, Pucks is right. It's called 4-bet.
I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm wasting time on this. I'm very oh, here it is. MP versus RFI. Yeah, this ain't nah. He's never. This is him. Nah. EP open. This is us where we versus RFI from EP. Yeah, it's just shit. Look at Jack's mixing fold. Cool. I think that no, that wasn't all the hands. You still have 20 bigs. We made bongs with less than this. This is easy.
Yeah, I think Pucks came back from 2 bigs to get like a 10K score or something crazy.
Oh, the 7K score on
I know he
ACR.
showed a hand history where he got like he split, but he came back from like 1 or 2 bigs. It was something crazy.
Beast. This may not be it, but I feel the need to quiz. Danny Scott, what's the bottom of your ranges to get all in here? Start with the offsuit ace-x. Ace-x, excuse me.
Ace. You know,
Ace 10 off.
Oh, no, there's, I'm sorry, I didn't see a raise.
Yeah, there's I was gonna say that's loose as hell.
Text on my phone.
Let's go.
Offsuit, I guess, ace jack. Suited ace 10.
Ace 10 suited, ace jack off. Worst pair.
7, I usually go with.
Sevens, okay. And then
It's probably 6s, so.
are you using king jack? Are you GG with king jack, king queen suited?
Yeah, I take the suited. Well, I'll take king jack. Yeah, let's just take king jack, king queen, not queen jack.
Okay. It's gonna be hard to run this spot, but I just think it's important to do the exercise of thinking of the bottom of our range. I think his range feels okay. Ace jack off for me, ace 10, ace 9, ace 10 suited plus. Can't take ace 9. Ace 10 suited plus, probably 6s in chippy V, 7s any deeper, plus, and then probably can't fold king jack suited plus, no queen jack, king queen suited, and then folding or mixing king queen off. Run it. Dead. I was gonna try to look at it, but I want to get through these hands and maybe get one more in if we have a little bit of time. Ooh. Molten, you ever tempted?
Yes, very tempted.
I would probably jam here every time. I mean, not every time, but a ridiculous amount. I don't know if
Especially
it's bad or not.
A7 feels like a nice bottom here because he limps with worse ace X and has king queen, king 10, and all that crap in his low pocket pairs.
Yeah, man.
I think you're ahead of his range and you just take it down a lot too. And you go from 15 to 20 bigs.
I think I would take 5, ace 5-0, not jam ace 6, and then just jam ace 7 off plus. This, yeah, I feel like just looking at it, I would jam every time.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. My jamming range is very, very dependent on like the initial limpers range. Because sometimes I like go very ham and sometimes I don't go ham at all. It depends on
Yeah.
how often I think they're tapping.
Yeah, if
dude,
you catch him limping a hand like ace jack, which you'll catch people do it sometimes, and you kind of have to be a little bit more.
well, I think you also that's a little bit more important, but not more important than if the guy's trapping. That's very important. But just think about where we are in the tournaments as well. I want us to always be ultra aware of where we are in these tournaments because that should be dictating how we expand or contract our ranges as well, as much as our player type in some instances, right? Yeah. Trip 7s. Nah. So yeah, that was a small one we could find. Then we're getting dealt dog shit. Just the classic aces when you're 10 by on short. Well, good luck. GG. Oh, Okay, triple up. Nope. Matt Nickel.
Oh man, I would probably shove way too much.
That's in there.
At least 3-bet. Like he's incentivized to
Oh.
open so wide. Like
No, 3-bet.
just
Ooh. Wow.
no
Who
3-bet.
said no? Who was that
B
whining about
money.
B
See
money
the
said
flop.
he says see a flop. Molten, would you see a flop here?
I'm actually very conflicted here. My
We still haven't
like on
learned.
global, I'm always sliding. I'm like virtually always sliding this, but like I don't know if I should jam.
I want to shake you motherfuckers right now. It's about where we are in the tournament. Where are we? You're saying either one way or another? It cannot work. Like there's going to be times it mixes in different spots in different places. Chip EV 50%. We're talking about I always do something with the hand in the spot. Does that count as ICM? 10% of the field left? Does that not matter to you? Money bubbles?
No, that definitely matters.
Yeah, like 50% of the field should matter a little bit. That's where our games need to 25% of the field. Watch how much more money you guys start making by just being aware in these spots.
I mean, this specific hand, I'm mostly flatting in almost all those situations.
So okay, so in chip EV in this hand in this spot, which still feels pretty early, just flatting. Hold on. Oh yeah, hold on. All right. Cool. Let's check it out. Everybody thinks flat. This opponent we don't have any information on. Matt Nickel thinks he's jamming too much. How is the EV of jamming? And let's look at some different spots in this and see if you are always flatting this, if it's okay. Right? And that's the beauty of this and seeing. So versus RFI, we're in the BB. In the button open. Ace 9 bot from Chip EV. Let's see 10%. Let's see if there's a big difference. I feel like in 10%, you probably do not want to jam 30. And stack yourself. But let's see. Hero's position and BB, button open.
Jam the wheel suited.
Not hit. See, this is the big difference. Don't even jam the wheel suited at 30 in the money. 30 and 10% is so fucking valuable, Danny. Right here, right? We're in the money. 20 players of 200. So, yeah, we don't want to be jamming those. The pairs. Oh, shit. Get out of here.
Well,
And
yeah, that's
then, yeah.
against the button. I guess against maybe like a hijack, it wouldn't be those like king 7, king 5, queen 8. It'd be more realistic.
Here, BB versus hijack.
There you go.
I feel like an ICM, unless
And
you're
it's
like,
still zero EV, brother. I mean, it's when I say zero,
I
it's
don't
like,
really take them mostly. I normally mostly just flat those, and like sometimes against
yeah.
specific players, I'll just prefer to 3-bet.
Yeah, I like that. Now I just want to keep playing around and like looking at some of the difference versus this BB open. And seeing why aren't you giving me the option? 17.5% symmetric, 30, load up versus RFI, BB, button open. Don't get the 3-bet, don't get the jam. Ace 10 here. And I mean, this is very sensitive, right? 17.5% is money bubble, 30 cash, 35 remaining. So even then, this is not going to constitute as a hand. 25%. I'm sorry I keep going through this, but I think this is insanely important exercise to look at. Oh, we're in a BB button. It's just never a hand you're really using. And one reason why it's blocks the bottom of some of their opening and folding range, right? And we get to keep in worse ace-x. 50. Last one. So we went through every iteration. And one thing we've seen a lot is offsuit ace-x going kind of ham, suited ace-x balancing it by having it in its range versus flat at 30 versus open. Offsuit you go ape shit. So let's see what Pucks did. Yammed it. Ace 10 plus, and we saw no all ins with the suited region. So this is very good, right? This is why we do these little hand history reviews where you look at the non-sexy shit, because you're gonna find stuff like this. Right? We're just gonna find things like this all the time and get sharper. Here it is again. Just because Pucks
Also, when you jam here, just are you jamming for value or are you jamming as a bluff? If you're jamming for value, what's worse that's calling, and if you're jamming at a bluff, what's better that's folding? What do you
I've done
fold?
this, and you know, and it's okay because I do this aggressive lazy ass jam with some of my range as well. I'd be better about not doing it with the suited region, the middling suited region, and doing it more with the offsuit ace-x. If you kind of griefed it here from an EV perspective, Pucks, like look at your EV difference with the ace-9 there. Like it's profitable to jam. It's like you're not making a big mistake if you wanted to jam it as opposed to the other options. Flatting these type of hands when you should be 3-betting is pretty detrimental. But being all in when you probably shouldn't have isn't as bad because it still prints. All in here is losing almost 2/10 of a BB, right? So, get that through. 30 bigs here. This is a fun spot. I see griefed all the time. Skate, what are you doing here?
All right, let's see. I just got back.
Button open. You got 30 bigs. Dude's
Yeah,
aggressive.
I think with this offsuit, even with the suited, I don't think we have enough big. Dude's aggressive. Dude's aggressive.
Beep, beep.
I think
You
we
got a global
call.
time bank.
Sorry, I think we just call here. Just call.
Okay. So
With,
you're beat
some-
pipping.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Okay, fair. Danny Scott, you ever folding?
No,
I love the snap.
I'll think about it like quarter of the time.
Yeah, this is nice spot to have an RNG on the table. But looking at this, do you even need do you even need to randomize? Or should you feel more empowered and incentivized to know this guy has 50% minimum, probably 55, 60% of his range here? Right? Thinking as a poker player, not saying, I know I'm supposed to use this. Well, now I have some data. Now I've been sitting next to this guy and know I can't fold this hand. How much more should I be 3-betting versus this aggressive guy? You know, having those type of conversations and printing a little bit more EV than just looking at these outputs. This guy's aggressive as shit. So we know we need to play it. It's 50-50 between 3-betting. I think I've looked at this spot too many times versus RF5. We're in a small blind. Hero's position, small blind button. It's probably 50-50, right? Or something like that. Yeah. But if I see this, shit, it's probably 100. But flatting, when a guy is capable of 4-betting, if your image looks bad, you know, you can mostly call, right? And keep in all the worst King X and Jack X. His range is super wide. He's going to be just keeping worse King X, Jack X as well. If he's capable of 4-betting, you call. So,
Can I see Nerd's right stats?
excuse me?
Can I see the person for the big blind stats? Because I think that would probably dictate whether people ever felt this a little bit
This
more.
this guy's squeezed a few times as well, right? We've seen he squeezed when we had the sixes. I've seen him squeeze twice.
Yeah,
Just getting through this. So I think that's important, but yeah, we just lose with no club. And he over
I don't
bets
mind the flat.
multi-way. Yeah, I don't mind. I mean, as long as you know, you got to beat him. I coach kids that fold this spot.
Oh, yeah, that's stupid.
I've seen it. Oh, definitely. I know people that fold there for sure. Go here. Anybody? Fool's gold. I tried to trick somebody.
Mhm.
Not happening. So playing pretty strong. Drugs, you got a keyboard? You're on your phone. If you could type it in, unmute. What are you doing here? Yeah, he's gone. Molten.
GG, I'm gone. Different way. But yeah,
Gone. Yeah, this is, I don't know. This is standard jam with 25. I can't imagine doing anything else. Auto GG, and what's your bottom? What's the worst pair you jam here?
probably this one actually. I know I've been overdoing it with some lower pairs before, but with the small blind flat, you have to be a little bit more selective. But still, sevens, I'm jamming.
So sevens plus, huh? Feels a little nitty. I wonder if I'm going like fives plus, honestly, fours plus in chip EV. What's the worst offsuit ace you're gonna take? Are you gonna take ace nine off, ace 10 off?
Uh, not ace nine off for sure. Ace 10 off. Shit.
I already have.
Buy one, get one free.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I'll go ace 10 off, but like in game, I might actually knit it up and be ace jack off. Admittedly.
Yeah, I think I would take ace 10 off plus. Honestly, I think it's gonna be ace 10 off plus, fours, fives plus. I'm wondering about queen jack. It feels like multi-way, that's gonna be good. Are you leaving?
Yeah, if you're on camera, I was gonna give you a kiss and then I saw it, I was like, dude.
Oh, it's fine.
I'm much better finding the suited jacks region, like the queen jack suited, king jack suited, king 10 suited.
I do
Well-
wonder. Go ahead, B Money. You feel free to interject.
No, that was me.
Oh, that's
Skate.
Go ahead, bud.
Yeah, probably sound like him. I was gonna say, so yeah, before we thanks, before we think about what pairs we should be jamming with, we should ask ourselves, or my question is rather, what's the lowest pair that hijack is jamming here, is opening here? Fives, maybe fours?
There you go, open fours plus.
Yeah, fours.
I mean, some guys, I mean, this guy looks pretty tight, but yeah, I mean, in this configuration, I imagine the range I see is fours plus. That's why I feel like I take fives plus.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
The jam. And we're in a big blind here, small blind call, opponent's positions. Let's just say 25 effective. And it was a cutoff open. And then small blind call.
I
That
thought
was
it
a
was
low jack. It was low jack.
hijack.
Hijack.
Yeah.
Yeah, force boss. Beautiful. And look at this.
I'm too nitty. I'm just too
Yeah.
nitty.
Yeah. No. Ace 10 off plus, like we said, of course.
Yeah, no,
This.
but like my entire range, like
Ooh.
the suited nines have been using the suited tens and the suited jacks.
Yeah, this is really good to see. All right. Let's see if Pucks does it. Beautiful. GG.
Oh,
GG. Night. You can't win. Uh-oh. One more? Oh my God. What? You're actually the chosen one. Sir, let me stake you. How did I bust this? Dude, what the hell? We don't have many hands left. Oh God. All right, so he goes 55% on this board, 70, 80 big blinds effective. We can't blame him. I think it's fine to mix. We'll run it, even if it's overwhelmingly showing you that it wants to bet 30%, he will not be making a giant EV error by using this size. And against this guy, I personally like it a little bit more, considering he has a plethora of different hands he's going to be able to continue with. He's never folding any equity inelastically. So let's get more. I don't mind this. Like, it's fine. He's not folding an 8 6 7 gut shots, 8 9. Yeah, it's cool. Although versus most opponents, autopilot size just 30, but that's cool. Nope. Nope. This guy is limping a shitload up there. Whoa. No, no, no. I think this is a snap fold. You love this? For 7 bigs and chip EV? I don't think any of our 9X are calling. What are we doing great against? You think this is in there for 7 bigs? No, I don't think it's correct, but I love it. I'm never. This wasn't even. My brain wouldn't even register this is even close. King 10 suited. Suited 10s, I would at least be in a 10. I don't think I would ever like ace 9 suited, sure. And then I would probably just flick to keep it worse. I wouldn't even put more into the pot with these guys behind. Yeah, I don't love this too much at all. I think it's too weak for 7 with these guys behind. And we are probably not just straight 100% of the field. With let's say we're 60% of the field now. No. Well, I mean, yeah, you're actually in a little hell. Like, what's the purpose of betting? Like, what do I do? I don't even know if I would stab. Like, about to lose to what? Ace 10 off that we could have folded out and then would have won versus.
I would personally bet. I would bet the flop just because of the
To
player.
not cap your range.
I mean, yeah, I might go 10%, but I would not check the flop back.
It does feel disgusting to cap our range, doesn't it? Like it feels like we're just going to lose the pot 100% damn near when we cap. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Do we have to cap average though? Like, because with someone all in, I have a feeling with this low SPR, I don't think we have to. I think we can check like aces, kings.
Especially
I
with
might be
heart.
wrong on that though.
Well, it's not. It's
Do
not a dry
SPR.
side pot. So you min clicked it and then he called. So
Yeah, the
you
pot's
got
just not
you got
separated
12
correctly.
blinds to win. You know. You could
Yeah,
do-
I mean, but
There
like
is
the
a side
vast
pot
majority is
there.
still the side pot's like 12 big blinds. I still think we can check aces and kings with a heart.
Yeah, I mean, if you have some equity, you have 0 equity in the spot.
Yeah, this spot's impossible to run, but either way, I can see both arguments, to be honest with you guys. Like, I think both arguments are reasonable. 100% open. Can't fold. Can't fold. Or is someone folding here? Is this ever a fold? Well, we went from 80 bigs to 55 real quick. I like this flat, no 3-bet. I love the flat. Danny, you've been on fire here. You checking your betting in backseat here with this?
Mostly checking. I would sometimes bet it, not.
Always checking this personally as well. Makes some sense. Yeah. Shit. Matt Nickel,
Three betting all day long.
what size?
Since he's early, I would go kind of small, like probably like 5.5 bigs.
2.75x is what that sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay. And what are you doing with pocket sixes and sevens versus this? Just those hands.
I would just flat those.
Flatting those. What are you doing with pocket fives?
That's really cuspy, but probably supposed to fold. I probably flat too much.
Yeah, that's definitely a mistake. And you may be making a mistake with the other middling pairs that are worth like dust in these configurations on ACR as well. These are important questions, and we should be asking them. So let's see, cutoff hijack. We are low jack, MP, and then +1, EP2. So EP2 open. We are in the hijack, EP2 open. Oh, well, shit. Hijack, EP2.
Not hijack. We're definitely not hijack. We're
Low
what are
jack.
we?
Cut off, hijack, low jack.
Oh,
Excuse me.
low jack. Oh, not even. Okay.
Yeah, and this is what I wanted to. You're definitely griefing. Like we cannot be flatting these ever, really. And on ACR, where you're going to be getting facing a squeeze, you're going to be facing tough spots like very constantly. ACR is just they're gonna punish you for this.
When you go back, was it 7 spot?
Sevens are shit. No, sir.
Eight.
Sevens are dog shit. And this isn't even like any of the other symmetrical spots. This isn't even 50% of the field. Right? Go to 20. Look at this. And this is where the game becomes where people start you find the most mistakes. Hero's position, low jack, EP2. Just out of there. Flighting these, using mostly everything else as a small 3-bet. 2.5x as well, Matt. So 2.75, you nailed it for the most part, you know. You can shave off a little bit, but 2.5x to make it easier on yourself at 25 effective. He did the same thing you did. You would have done. So it's just 2.5 pucks. Even at Chip EV. Oh, let's see. Let me make sure I'm not griefing you. $2.5. Even ripping. But I mean, you have deeper, so I like the 3-bet better. Time to get paid. Quarter. 20% pot. And 55. I mean, whatever. Yeah, set pop behind. Ooh. Yeah, that's gonna do it. Oh yeah, this is how I lose. Yeah, just flops a boat versus it's pretty bad. Probably not taking this against From Russia with Love, but it is kind of tempting. Like this guy's playing half the hands. Yeah, like it is quite tempting. And this is where I think, like, even if we have a standard range, we can start maybe expanding or contracting. If it's a guy really tight, right in this spot, you wouldn't take ace-10, right? Pucks, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you had a guy that was really tight, statistically here, you would automatically like tighten your range and not even take ace-jack. But when we find somebody that's really loose, we don't seem to find the looser jam or the looser spot. We seem to stay kind of in the same space instead of adjusting that way as well. So just something to think about, right? That goes for all of us.
Could you go over that spot one more time, like on DDO, like under the gun +2 versus small blind flat? Because I might be way over defending here based on what you've been
Yeah,
talking
so what do
about.
you so
Because I think we're in position versus small blind. That's what well that's why
we get to be
might be
looser versus this than we would versus button. I think that's a very good question as well. At 25 effective, multi-way, we are in the big blind, EP2 open, small blind calls. and we get to be very loose here.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. So I'm not confused.
No, you're right on track. I don't want you to start condensing a chip EV here, where you're gonna find the biggest difference. Here is the flatter is here. Right? Oh wow, it's still pretty. Wait a minute. EP2, we're in the big blind. No, we still get to be pretty. I mean, when we look how the big difference is when we're like deeper.
Okay,
right?
I'm actually too tight. I'm
Yeah.
not defending that wide.
EP and then cut off. Yeah, this is. I think you may be taking. Wait a minute, why didn't it work? This is the big difference. Look at 180. If it keeps the same parameters, right? This is cut off and shit, right? 60.
Yeah.
But when we get down here, we get to play a lot more poker.
I don't know. It's
Also,
good to see.
it really is, because I feel like re-looking at this as well, I feel like I was maybe a little bit too tight in some of this. We still get to play King 7 off and shit, and Ace 5 off, right? When the button, so when the small blind calls, we just get to be offsuit 8, all Ace X, King 7 off, and some of these offsuit queens all suited. What would the bottom? Yeah, we're not using this here. I mean, I would always use Ace 10 versus a guy like this, right? That's where we're gonna expand, but see, we didn't grief it. Good. Uh-oh. Is this GG? Let me see. David Lyons. Got a mic?
Yeah, what's up?
How you doing, buddy?
Not too bad.
In a situation like this versus EP, are you squeezing here, V-pipping? Here's their HUDs, by the way, as well. This helps you.
I probably incorrectly flat.
Yeah, so you are V-pipping. I mean, and it may not be that incorrect. Maybe we always need to V-pip here. And if it shows you're supposed to be squeezing all the time, great, but it's showing you still printing some EV by flatting. So okay, David's flatting. Danny, you squeezing or flatting, calling, folding, excuse me?
Against that opener, I'd probably find the flat some, but mostly I would be to rebetting, not jamming.
3-bet 9-jam off of 25 versus in the squeeze spot. That's pretty boss. Yeah, that'd be pretty boss. Let's see. Yeah, let's just take a look. Let's kind of curious myself. Depends. I mean, this guy looks pretty tight for deep in this tournament. I wonder if ever folding at 25%, 17.5% multi-way, and just using a much stronger linear range than this. V-pipping at chip EV and just flicking if you do think this guy is tight. This guy's loose and this guy's loose, jamming if we're trying to fit the mold. But let's just take a look. 25 effective versus cutoff, hijack, low jack, and MP. Multi-way. Heroes position. No, I gotta reset it. Let me do this. Multi-way. And we are on the button. EP2. And what was it? Cutoff, hijack, low jack. No GG, even in chip EV, more strong linear. Still get the flat a good bet. Your non-3 bet all in with ace 9. Not even
Was it
jamming.
MP?
I mean, we can move it around. Let's move it around and see when we get to do something here. Let's see. EP versus low jack, of course not. Put the positions close as you can to yourself. So let's say here, low jack, open, hijack, call. And you're on the button. Nope, can't play it. Let's do this. Hijack, cutoff. And you're on the button. Still can't do anything. And this is your straight chip EV. Oh, I have the wrong stack depth. I griefed you guys. Now you have 1% of the time. In the best spot that you would feel like you would want to squeeze ace 5 suited, it's still not a squeeze. All right. Go back and see how tight you got to be in this shit. Right? EP2 has no flighting range. MP. I mean, yeah, you still get to play all these pairs. Set mine all these in position. Ace, Jack, King, Queen, don't squeeze, which I think a lot of us would at 25. I would lose my stack here almost every time. A raise and a call at 25 here, and I have King, Queen suited. I'm probably GG too often. So, very good to see. Pucks correctly knits it up. Very good. We probably have another. We'll finish his hand history. We need to. I like it. Oh, shit, Pucks. Danny, you ever call it a check raise? We are blocking some of his best. King X, King Jack, King 10.
No. You give me 500 more blinds, I'm not calling.
This guy's aggro. I like it. I guess you go 55% here and don't put all your stack in, but yeah. Yeah. Would we ever check a King X on turn? What were we hoping for? I'm running this. This would be obviously getting close to one of the last hands we have. Puck's out here. Dick in the wind, just doing crazy stuff. I love it. Let's see. Fighting for these pots. I think I was looking to bluff on later streets. Well, this turn would have been a bluff for me. You have 0 EV. I mean, you have 0, so I would have probably just fired something here and gave up. All right. Let's get to it. BB checks. Obviously, 0 leads. And we are betting almost 100%, mostly using the small size, which we did, which was good. We got that right. The BB uses a check raise strategy, has some backdoors and stuff like that. And we, Jack 10 suited, call with the backdoors versus an aggressive opponent.
That's not even close.
No, you're blocking the best of his King Jack, King 10. He should be using all his 5x with the backdoor if he's playing theoretically sound. And one thing, it's good. But I think when you get here, personally, I don't mind if calling it a check raise. I think you almost have to bet 55 or bet turn. But let's see what happens when he checks, because I'm curious. I would bet this turn 100%. So he's supposed to bet. He does not. If we don't pick up equity, are we supposed to give up with this? No, you can mix. That's good to see. I would have bet 55 here, and betting 55 is the best. Good. Still do a lot of checking. Using a lot of your floated bluffs, though, without the missed back doors, because it's the bottom of your range, Pucks. That's it. That's the thing you need to be thinking about when we get here. Not if we pick up equity. Picking up equity is really nice. It's honestly one of the worst hands we can have. These back doors that you floated with that didn't pick up equity probably need to bluff. So we need to bet 55 on turn and then just maybe it's filtering on that river. Go with it. But I love the astute float. We just gotta find the next step of that and then following through, right? That float is 100% and you nailed it. Seems like most people in the group would have missed it. Nope. How deep are we now? How short are we? Oh, 11. We can come back from this. Dude, this is the longest 91 hands in the history of poker. What the fuck? Min raise. No, you just got 10 here in Chippy V. GG. Woo! Cool. That was a nice hand history, man. Pucks. Thank you for submitting that hand history. I think we all learned a lot. That was actually a really nice hand history, and I think you played very well. I don't think I've ever in the history of reviewing hand histories have seen a perfect one. Toe can say the same thing. We both looked at thousands, tens of thousands of hand histories and have never seen one without mistakes. I've seen Justin Saliba's hand histories.
Fish.
Everybody, right? So don't be too hard on yourselves, guys, about these hand histories. If you are making mistakes, it's all just a learning opportunity. What were you saying, Toe? Go ahead, buddy.
Justin Slee was a fish.
Confirmed. No, I'm kidding.
I've seen
No,
the hand histories.
Yeah, we've just seen, but that's what I'm saying, guys. Like everybody has little things we can all get better and work on in game. This is all imperfect information. And Pucks, I think you nailed it. So many good spots in here. And I could see you're following the outlines, and we also have things we can think about and do better. But overall, I think this was damn good. But did anyone have anything else they wanted to say about the hand history or add to that or anything? Cool. Next week, if I think you guys don't want to be here. I'm gonna put out some stuff in chat. My buddy doesn't want to like a bunch of publicity or anything like that. He's not about having a brand. So we won't be over promoting it, but I do want all you guys to be here next week if you can. It would mean a lot to me if you guys could show up next week. My buddy Eugene's gonna be here. He's an instructor. He's been living off poker in Canada doing his thing for years, instructor. He's very good. One of my good friends, and I would appreciate if you guys would be here. I'll let you guys know what the topic is. I don't think we have anything set in stone yet. But yeah, and you know how I feel about Canadians. Oh, Canadians are my favorite, man. That's like 50% of my fan base is Canadians.
F those Canadians.
But yeah, did anyone have any final thoughts, questions, or anything like that before we get out of here?
I had a question for you, Six.
Yes, sir.
I know I'm not real sure, but I think that I don't know if you are an ambassador for Ignition or Global.
I am. No Ignition.
But looking to get your promo codes. I'm probably going to open an account on one of them.
Yeah, I don't have one on Global. I believe. I don't know. I mean, go ahead, bud. Sorry.
I was kind of leaning towards going Ignition anyway.
Right.
I'm both.
Yeah, message me here on Twitter, and I'll get back to you. I've been running back and forth. I've had some shit going on in my life with some family and stuff, so I've been back and forth, out of town a lot and stuff like that. So,
is it on your Twitch stream?
Yeah. The link should be on my homepage here. I'll just show you super quick. Because my codes haven't been working. But I want you guys to get the deal. You might be able to find something even better out there. I would look around and just get the best you can, but I know you get something here. But I got you, brother. I'll hit you up on the side for sure. Did anyone else have anything, any questions, final thoughts, things they want to see, stuff like that?
I'm not necessarily here for this hand history, but like since I said in the chat that I won't be here for the next 2 months, I want to just say thank you overall for hosting this. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're
That's
the man,
cool.
man. Thank you for being here. And yeah, I know you
appreciate
won't
it.
be able to get here. Hopefully you can catch the replays. We'll make sure those are out there, man. And yeah, even though you won't be able to be here for these, we want to be able to make sure we stay up to date on how you're doing in poker and your journey, man. We all are a part of each other's journey now. We're in the study group. You guys are all my friends in here. So yeah, if you guys need something, we're all trying to get better together. So yeah, let's do that, right? So if you guys need something, any ideas, shit like that, let me know. We'll do what we can.
For sure. I'll check the replays out. Appreciate you hosting this.
Yep, good luck, brother. And let me know if what your Vegas plans are, if you are going to be able to make it. I know you were leaning no with school and shit, but you're about to ship
I'm
something
very on
big
the
and then make it.
fence.
Don't go to school, go to Vegas.
Don't go to school, go to Vegas. That sounds like a damn good ad campaign. I like that. Yeah, anyone else have anything? All right, wait a minute. Yeah, here we go. Are you still here, Danny?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go to the page, it's right here, brother. You can go to the link down here. And then I don't know if that like my codes and shit should work, but if you use that link, I think it helps me. That's the fucking shit they gave me. And then the deposit codes are like crazy sixes in caps or crazy 666. Try both of those. And then you should get something. Cool. All right, guys. Take care. Good luck. And I'm not gonna be here Sunday, but I'll be around tonight, but I won't be here Sunday. I'll be out of town. So I'll catch you guys and be here. I'll see you next week. Good luck. Good luck. We out.